Hey guys, welcome back to K&A's Family Homestead. I just want to let you know the video is slightly long. I did get into details, so I hope you get the best understanding of what I did here and why I prefer this method. But please leave any comments or anything below, and let me know how everything go, if you did try it or if you didn't. All right, guys. Hello, guys. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about a bucket trick that'll work on those little mammals that run around at night. The rubbish through your kitchen, go through your barn, even your garden. Yes, the little pests, the mice. So we all know mice are almost everywhere. They're so hard to get rid of them. You can control them, but you definitely cannot get rid of them. And especially around this time of year, it gets cold, they're looking for heat. Now, I got a little bucket trick that works very well. I mean, a lot of people usually go and buy rat poison, mice poison, all types of treats they give them to kill them and stuff like that. I think that's a waste of money, and also could put your animals and your little ones in danger. For the simple reason is when the mice or rat, whatever you have, gets to this treat that you have, they usually take a few bites, and they'll carry it back to their nest or their home, or wherever they're going to relax and feel like they're out of danger. Well, they always taste what they grab, and so they can get dizzy, they can get ill by the time they reach to their destination. 10 times out of 10, they're gonna wind up dropping that, and not making it back to the destination, or not have the strength or feel something's going on where they're gonna drop it, and that can leave it vulnerable for your animals or your little ones. So back onto here, I want to give a quick shout out to West Tennessee Homestead. They actually asked if I knew any remedies or tricks or anything like that, and for the bucket. So this is one I tried last year. This year I let the cats, believe it or not, my dog pretty much had it under control, where I didn't get to see him, no droppings anywhere and things like that. So those are things you want to look for. We're gonna start with a 5-gallon bucket. I also want to do for myself, I didn't try this before, but it kind of gave me a sense where if I tried the 2-gallon bucket, it's smaller, closer to the ground, maybe easier or less fearful of going up something that's closer to the ground, more on the mice's level. So I think this might attract them better, shorter, smaller pail. But just remember, it has to be at least, you know, a good distance from top to bottom, just because the whole purpose is to get them in the bucket and not have them climbing out. So, but today we're gonna do a demonstration on the 5-gallon bucket that I know works for sure. Hands down, you'll get a good rating on this once you try it. And this is gonna be the plank. So this is where they'll climb on to get to the bucket on the 5-gallon, okay? So then we're gonna start with the can. Now this can, I already molded it to how I want it. I should have waited and show you exactly how to do it, but I'm just gonna try to get close and show you. It's a regular can, and when pretty much what I did, when it was round, I pretty much grabbed one side, the other side with my fingers, flatten it down on one whole side so it's flat. Then I rotated it, did the same thing on the other side from the corners so I can make that corner nice and tight where it's flat as well. Then I turned it around and did the same thing. So you're gonna have 3 flat ends on your can, okay? That's where you want, that's the trick of it. And I'll tell you more once I get to that. So then we're gonna want to make some holes on one side of the end. Make sure whatever hole you make it here, try to follow on this side. Of course, it has a hole already for where we opened it. So what I am going to do is try to get that same hole on this side, okay? I'm gonna do it in the bucket because I am getting metal shavings on the rug. My wife is gonna kill me. Okay, all right, let's do this. Make sure your can is nice and flat on each side. Okay, so there we go. We got your hole there, pretty much the same. That's how you want it. Okay, now we're going to drill the hole on your bucket close to the end as possible. Okay, so drill the hole on one side and right across. I did another pilot hole there. Also, you want, I don't know if I mentioned it, but just quick review. If you want, make sure this hole here matches with this hole, just because when it spins, it won't be difficult to spin around. Okay, all right, so that 1/2 inch pretty much was almost the size of this here, which needs to fit snug. You don't want your bar to move, because this is what the mice is gonna walk on to get to that can. So if this moves, it's not gonna be sturdy. They might not even try to attempt it. So what you wanna do is make it vulnerable for them to even attempt to try to get to their snack. Okay, so perfect. All right, so you want it to stick out about 1 inch on one side, and I'm gonna do the same thing here. My hand saw is actually designed for sheet metal, not for wood. But if you see my last video, the garage is crazy. So this is what I can get to without making a mess even more to get to what I really needed. But so this is gonna do fine. So you want an inch, at least an inch of space on each side. That's what I'm gonna do here. Score it. Oh man, it's gonna make a mess. Hold on. My wife is gonna be like, why did you do it in the living room? You know, it's kind of comfy here, you know? Alright, there you go. So it's gonna come out like this, where nice and sturdy, and you're all set. Now we're gonna get to the can. Now we're gonna wanna do some pilot holes in the middle, the center. And the reason for that, you would wanna probably do maybe 3, not too many. But the reason why we're gonna do some pilot holes on each side, which is 3 sides of the can, is so when we put the peanut butter on, the peanut butter, you can like smear it on there, and the peanut butter will actually, you know, fill in the holes. So it actually hold the peanut butter on. So when it spins, your peanut butter won't slide off, or if they, you know, get onto it, and it, you know, it's easier to knock it off, and you're gonna be sitting there constantly putting peanut butter on. Trust me. Do some pilot holes, smear some peanut butter in there pretty good, and because of those pilot holes, it's actually gonna hold the peanut butter. Even if it spins, you're still gonna have peanut butter on there. So you can literally leave this here, leave for a week, 2 weeks, and come back. Peanut butter's still gonna be on there, and you're gonna see a bunch of mice floating around. Okay, so yes, it's very good trick. So what I'm gonna do here, before I even do that, let's draw some pilot holes in the center. Perfect. So this is how it will spin. Has 3 different sides. Once you put the peanut butter in the center of each side, pretty much just leave it flat. Fill the bucket up, I want to say a little bit more than halfway of water. Set your bucket down. Put your plank right up to it. And there you go. You have yourself a bucket trick. Try this, let me know how it goes. I hope I did something for West Tennessee Homestead. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I'll definitely be back with more here, one step at a time, at K&A's Family Homestead.